We brought some gator bait. Yeah. Gators like chihuahuas, like a delicatessen. Baby gators. I promised you some swamp. I have delivered. Courtesy of a friend of ours, Rena, who has put together quite an adventurous day for us today so far, which you're gonna get to see lots of. But let me get to the swamp, which we are here at the Jean Lafitte Swamp Tours, as I will show you here in a moment. As you can see right over here behind me. Yeah, swamp. Here comes some gator. This is our gracious host for the afternoon on our tour de swamp, which we've been warned that it's kind of colder weather, so we may not get to see as many gator as we like. Although I know Bree, and as long as she gets to see a gator, she is going to be stoked. Speaking of the beautiful, here she is.
I saw a gator. I saw a gator and I saw a turtle.
Better watch out now. Ah! This is going to be our ride here on Ramp 1. And you can see here is the outlying swampy area, and right over there is a gator. Thought he was hiding, but I see him hanging out. So here is our ride for this afternoon. We have kind of like a private tour today, which is going to be quite awesome, I think. That's one of the smaller ones?
Yeah, I don't know if y'all want to picture him. Usually we have his mouth taped up. You can kind of see inside of his mouth there. Alright, well folks, we'd like to welcome y'all here today to John Lafitte Swamp Tours aboard Swamp Queen 3. My name is Captain Jamie, and I'm going to be your guide today. Just give me a second here to straighten us up around these other boats, and then we'll be ready to go here. Right up above, you may notice that we do have some life jackets up there. Now, hopefully we are not going to need them again today. They're probably still a little wet from this morning, but that don't mean they won't work again this evening, folks. We should be all right. And right up ahead of you may notice all the branches that are hanging over the side of the canal. While we're passing through this canal, folks, through the branches here, if anything is to happen to fall into the boat or crawl into the boat, please do me a favor and push it back out the boat. Yep.
Okay.
As long as you understand that you will not have to grab whatever it is and bring it back here to me, we should be just fine. But let's just say, for instance, hypothetically speaking, of course, not like it happens to me for every tour or anything like that, but let's say that you happen to be the lucky person that something does manage to fall into your lap along the way here. Please feel free to just go ahead, stand up, and hold it up for everyone else to see, and I will be glad to talk about it for you. But again, I just want to stress the point to you. You will not have to bring it back here to me. I've seen it plenty enough already today, folks. If y'all just want to pass it around amongst yourselves and take pictures with it, that's fine with me. But like I said, I do not need a turn.
Don't forget to click the like button, guys.
This one's curious.
Yeah.
you tricked me again, you bastard. It's that frozen water again. Ah, these guys are killing me. Come on, put your finger down, pet me, I'm nice.
And when the alligator's in the water like this, to tell the size of the alligator, what you want to do is you want to measure the head of the alligator. And the way you do it is from the tip of the snout where the nostrils are sticking up out of the water to the middle of his eye. Every 1 inch that you see in between there represents 1 foot of alligator.
So that's about, what, 6, 7
You're
inches?
probably looking about 5 to 6 inches, something like that.
So that's about a 5 to 6 foot gator. Definitely not much in the water.
No, when you pull them out of the water, they look a lot bigger than they do while they're in the water.
Oh yeah. But I mean, just not much even up out of the water, like just a little bit. And see his body's hanging like this, like, look, I'm small, it's cool. I'm a little guy.
Like we said earlier, just maybe an inch and a half, 2 inches of his head sticking up out of the water. You can see how his nostrils stick up out of his eyes, and where he hears from is right behind his eyes. Those little slits or grooves that are back there, that's where they hear from.
Yeah, I think I watched a Discovery Channel show once talking about how awesome a hunter that the alligator is. Yeah. Definitely a force to be reckoned with.
Jamie, how long have you been out here doing this?
I've been out here since early this morning doing this. Yeah. No, I'm kidding. I've been out here for about 7 years doing this.
7 years?
Yep, 7 years giving tours.
Yeah.
Seems like a really fun job.
It is. You get to meet a lot of people from all over.
Yeah, that's true.
Even some knuckleheads that have an internet show.
That's right. You never know who you come across.
Right, no, don't let anybody on this boat.
It was a boat that was scheduled kind of like this. It was later in the evening after everybody's gone. It was a private tour. We'd show up, there's a black car pulls in, all tinted out and everything, and Nicholas Cage popped out. There it was. He was on tour with him for the next 2 hours.
Nice. Is he a nice guy?
He was actually. He was. Very nice guy.
Have you been bit before?
Once. Come here. Come. 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 Open up. Open up. Come here.
You trick me.
Come here.
I know you give me little sausages when you don't have people around.
Come on. Come. Come. Come on. Come on.
This is that part of the tour where we'd like to tell you that if the captain falls in the water,
Don't leave without me.
That tickles.
Stop playing around. I want food.
We used to feed them marshmallows. Yeah. They love marshmallows.
Oh my gosh.
who would have thought?
How do you give gators a cavity?
That's right.
Oh, is that the big one back there?
Oh,
Coming out. Yeah, that's him over there.
No, see?
See, we'll move up a little closer.
Are you gonna put your hand in the water by this one?
The thing about Nosy wasn't used to us feeding because he's kind of come back after being gone for a while. You know, so he was.
so these ones are more.
These have been here for a while. They were used to us being around them and giving them stuff. But like I said, for the last about 3 years or so, we haven't been able to feed the alligators. You know, but Nosy's just kind of come back within the last year or so to kind of, that's why we think he's come back to replace Joe. You know,
Gotcha.
so, but being that we never had a chance to work with him, it's harder to get down that.
Yeah. Oh, I bet.
You know, get him to come here. Come here, Nosy. Come on. Come. Come.
Nosy is so much
Come
better
here.
than the other ones.
Yeah. Come on, Nosy. Everything, everything on here is real except for the eyes. That's about the size head of our big alligator Joe. That alligator Nosy that we saw earlier is probably a little smaller than this here. This is the shell of an alligator snapping turtle. I don't know if y'all saw that big turtle we had. Yeah. That's what this is here. That's one of the largest freshwater turtles. Is that thing.
So this is all freshwater, right?
Yes.
That's right. 'Cause, wait, alligators are freshwater, and is it crocodiles or
Alligators.
saltwater?
Crocodiles can be either or.
Either or?
Either or.
Yeah, the
But
saltwater
alligators are
crocs get huge.
Yeah, like in Australia, places like that.
Right. So pretty much alligators are freshwater
For the most part, you can find them in salt water. Most likely they may be hunting or something like that. but they're not going to stay there very long. They don't want to get back to the fresh water.
Gotcha. Add that to my list of baby creatures I've held. Lions, bears, a tiger, a baby tiger.
Lions, tigers, and bears.
Yeah,
Oh my.
why? And now an alligator. Wow. I'm not joking. He is real. See? He moved his arm. He's not the fake one. He's not stuck. And you might be wondering why there is black tape on his mouth. For very good reason. Ow.
Why is he closing his eyes?
Oh.
He's missing a toe.
That one is missing. Yeah, he is.
I've got a three-legged frog. I found him in my backyard. And he was so tiny and so helpless, and I was like, oh, so I put him in a big tank, and I've been feeding him crickets and getting him fat.
So yeah, that's
I want
right.
to make a purse out of you.
You even get to hold an alligator on this tour.
That's our tour guide with Nicolas Cage. Captain
y'all.
Jamie,
Oh,
thank
nice
you
to meet
so
man.
much.
Thank y'all. And y'all have fun the rest of y'all's trip. Folks.
Thank you.
Well, take it easy, bud.
Well, what'd you think?
Awesome swamp tour. Awesome.
Okay, now I'm ready to get back onto the dry ground for a while. It's a bit chilly out there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Awesome.
sweet. Thank you.
That's great. Really appreciate it, bud.
No problem. Hope y'all got some.
Okay, two rarities. One, we found a Starbucks, which we're used to seeing everywhere. Yet the second oddity is we're not used to seeing one empty unless it's after hours. It's the middle of the day and that place is chirping with crickets. So our awesome director that's making some of these movies will be, he might be able to add in some of the driving footage we have going on right now. Just wanted you to know this looks like normal, somewhat populated area, restaurants, looks like some business district stuff, typical of what you would normally see. I have a feeling, however, once we cross that bridge up there, the world that we know is going to change. Sometimes I see like more cars make a U-turn, like, whoa, whoops, we're going the wrong way.
What do you think's out there?
Do I think's out there? I know what's out there.
Out there.
Bayou and Bayou food.
Should have waited to eat.
But I'm not cheating,